Yo, what is up YouTube? My name is Aaron and today I have a brand new live story for you, and this live story was, the topic was brought to you by Mac McMuffins, and the comment states, do you have any videos about breaking TVs? So, breaking TVs, funny enough, I do have one live story that I will make into a video about breaking a TV. So, let me take you back to that day, and, just like every other video, before we get into the actual main juicy content, let me remind you to comment a video topic, and if I choose your topic for next week's video, I will put it in, the next week's video. So thank you, Mac McMuffins, for your comment, and let's dive in. So, this was, I want to say, maybe 7th grade, 8th grade, somewhere right in there, middle school time. That is a safe bet to say. And I just started playing tennis, right? So I was getting used to it. I really did enjoy tennis, but that day I was supposed to go and play tennis, but it started to rain. And if you know anything about tennis, well, I guess any sport really, it's not that great playing in the rain. So I was stuck indoors, but I really wanted to play, right? So I was in my living room just, what do you call it? Like bouncing the ball on the tennis racket, seeing how many times I could do it. And just up into the air, back onto the racket, seeing how many times I could do it, because I wanted to get a little bit of contact with the ball and the racket, although I could not go outside and play the way I wanted to. So I was doing that in the living room, right? I was home alone, know that, and I was playing, and I would hit it against the floor and then bounce it back up, start doing all kinds of tricks with it, and I don't know why, but the ball went into that perfect height. You guys know, if you've played any kind of game that involves hitting a ball with a stick of any kind, whether it be like a tennis racket or a baseball, there's some other sports too, cricket, there's many sports involving a ball and a stick. So whenever you get that perfect alignment where you want the ball to be always, now not all the time, whenever you're playing an actual game or even in practice, can you get that ball to the optimum level of where you want to hit it? And trust me, if you've played, you understand, you know where that sweet spot is for you. And the ball bounced in that sweet spot, and I guess just my instincts kicked in, and I just reared back and hit the ball without a care in the world for what was going to happen. And honestly, as soon as I made contact with the ball and I heard the sound first, I was like, oh no, what have I done? Next thing I know, the ball is flying across the living room and it hits a TV. It hits a brand new TV, to be exact. I think that we've maybe had it for like a month. It just hit the screen, and the screen turned a little bit, and you could see it on its stand kind of being uneasy, and I'm just running over at it like, oh no, please no. And then it fell and hit the wall, and it did not hit the ground. So I was like, yes, nothing's wrong. I looked at it, it was completely great. I was just outstanding. I was like, man, I hit this with a ball very hard, it hit the wall, this thing looks great. And mind you, the TV was off. So I'm like, whew, dodged a bullet there. I set the TV back to exactly where it was. I was like, no more playing tennis in the house, Aaron. That's why I was told that all my life. You'll break something, right? But luckily, it didn't break, right? So I went back into my room, and I was just kind of nervous. I was like, whew, that could have ended up badly. So a few more hours go by, and my parents get home, and I just hear, Aaron! Probably wasn't that bad, but I heard my name being yelled, and I just run into the living room knowing what was wrong. I just knew that maybe like I knocked something else over or something, but I looked at the TV, and the entire right side had just millions of colors, and the top, you could definitely tell that it was cracked, and where it hit the corner of the wall, didn't even look at the wall, there was like a little bit of like an indent in the wall where the TV's corner hit the wall. I got into some super big trouble. In fact, I had to, my punishment was, I had to take the TV out of my bedroom, put it in the living room, and buy a new TV for the living room. But I actually never bought a new TV for the living room. We just got a new one, and I got my TV back. But that could have went a lot worse than it did. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Good little life story. Life lesson, don't play tennis in the house. I'll catch you next time. Peace.